Welcome to this Healthcare Insights lesson on rental vouchers. Today we're taking a deeper look at how these programs work, who qualifies, and what you can expect as you navigate the path towards stable housing. This lesson is for educational purposes only. Housing programs, payment standards, and eligibility rules can change from year to year and even from county to county. Always check with your local housing authority or a qualified housing support agency for the most current information. My goal here is to give you a strong foundation so you know what questions to ask and where to start. Let's get started. Stable housing is the foundation for health, healing, and hope. These numbers help us understand the scale of need across the country. The 2.3 million families currently assisted by Housing Choice Vouchers comes from HUD's national reporting data set called Picture of Subsidized Households. The requirement that 75% of the new vouchers go to extremely low-income households is written directly into the federal targeting rules. And when you combine all HUD rental assistance programs, vouchers, public housing, project-based units, and supportive housing, they reach more than 5 million households nationwide. These figures remind us how many people rely on these programs and how many more still need help. Before we go deeper, I want to connect this lesson back to one of our earlier Healthcare Insights videos. It was called Housing Support for Working Families. In that video, we talked about how working families often fall into the gap where rent is too high, income is too low, and traditional programs don't quite fit. That foundation is important here because rental vouchers are one of the key tools that help close that gap. A rental voucher is a government-funded subsidy that helps low-income households afford private market housing. The family pays a portion of their income, usually around 30%, and the housing authority pays the rest directly to the landlord. This is different from public housing because vouchers are tenant-based. Families can choose where they want to live as long as the unit meets HUD's housing quality standards. So when you hear someone say Section 8, this is what they're talking about, the Housing Choice Voucher program. It's the largest federal rental assistance program in the country, and understanding how it works is essential for helping families navigate the housing system with confidence. This slide is one of the most important in the entire lesson because rental vouchers aren't just one program. They're a whole ecosystem of options. Most people only know about the standard Housing Choice Voucher, but there are several specialized pathways designed for very specific situations. Project-based vouchers are connected to a particular building, which can offer stability if you want to stay in one place. The HUD VASH vouchers support veterans experiencing homelessness and include services through the VA. Emergency housing vouchers are for people facing urgent situations like domestic violence, trafficking, or chronic homelessness, and these move faster because they're built for crisis needs. The mainstream vouchers help non-elderly adults with disabilities who are transitioning out of institutional or nursing care. And FYI vouchers support young adults who aged out of foster care and are at risk for homelessness. There's also a pathway that many people don't hear about. It's called the Homeownership Voucher. Instead of using the subsidy for rent, eligible families can apply it toward a monthly mortgage payment. It isn't offered everywhere. Each local public housing authority decides whether to run the program, but you can check HUD's dashboard to see what's available where you live. When it is offered, it can be powerful. It gives families the chance to build equity, create long-term stability, and move toward the kind of financial security that comes with owning a home. Eligibility is based on federal rules, but each local housing authority adds its own priorities. Most vouchers go to extremely low-income households first. Priority groups include people experiencing homelessness, veterans, survivors of violence, people with disabilities, and youth aging out of foster care. Income limits vary by county, so always check the HUD AMI tables for your area. This is the full journey from application to move-in. You apply when the waitlist opens, and you can find your local housing authority by visiting the website that I have listed at the bottom of the screen. After you apply, you wait. Sometimes it can be a long time because most housing authorities have more people waiting than vouchers available. Some groups are served sooner, but everyone waits until their name reaches the top. Once your name comes up, you'll go to a briefing, start searching for a unit, complete inspections, and then sign your lease. The search window is short, so preparation is everything. Keeping your contact information updated is critical because one missed letter can remove you from the wait list. California and New York have some of the highest housing costs in the country, which makes vouchers both essential and highly competitive. In many areas, waitlists stay closed for years because the demand is so high. Payment standards also don't always match actual rents, so it can be harder to find a place that fits within the voucher amount. Both states offer extra programs that might help though, like City Phelps in New York or CalWorks housing support in California. If you live in one of these states, it's important to look at every option available to you and to apply to more than one housing authority when you can. The more places you're on the list, the better your chances of getting help. Texas and Minnesota show how different the voucher experience can be depending on the state. In Texas, the rents are generally lower and there are many public housing authorities, or PHAs, which can sometimes mean shorter wait times. Texas also has programs like Housing Choice Voucher, Homeownership Option, and strong partnerships with rural housing agencies that can give you more choices when you're searching for a place. Minnesota offers a very different kind of support. The state has a strong tenant protection laws, including rules that prevent landlords from refusing to rent to someone just because they have a voucher. Minnesota also has programs like Family Homeless Prevention and Assistance Program and state-funded rental assistance that can help fill gaps when you're waiting for a federal voucher. Understanding the local context, the laws, the protection, and extra programs available can help you make informed decisions about where to apply and where you might want to live. Families face real challenges in the voucher process: long wait list, landlords who may not understand the program, documentation hurdles, and payment standards that don't always match local rents. These barriers are real, but there are strategies that can help you move forward. Applying to more than one public housing authority can increase your chances of being selected. If you need more time to find a unit, you can request a search extension early. In many places, you're protected by source of income laws, which prevent landlords from refusing you just because you use a voucher. Some areas also allow exception payment standards when rents are higher than average. And you're not alone. Legal aid organizations, housing counselors, and reentry specialists can help you navigate the process, understand your rights, and advocate for yourself. With the right support and information, you can overcome these barriers and keep moving towards stable housing. These are the habits that lead to successful voucher use. Build your document package early so you're ready when your name comes up. Stay in regular contact with your public housing authority or PHA so you never miss an update. Start looking at neighborhoods and rental options even before your voucher arrives. Preparation gives you more choices. Use community partners whenever you can, especially if you need help with paperwork or finding units. And consider enrolling in the Family Self Sufficiency program, or FSS. It's a voluntary HUD program that helps families build savings as their income grows. I'll have a deeper dive into this program in a separate lesson because it can be a powerful tool for long-term stability. And through all of this, remember that you have full tenant rights under the Fair Housing Act. Knowing your rights and staying prepared can make the entire process smoother and more empowering. These numbers show the reality of the voucher system. There's long waits, high demand, and limited supply. Only 1 in 4 eligible households receives a voucher, and that's why the process can feel slow or uncertain. But even with these challenges, there are real steps you can take to stay ready and keep moving forward. Stay organized, keeping your documents updated, checking in with your public housing authority, and applying to more than one PHA when possible can make a big difference. And through all of this, staying hopeful matters. Families do get selected, vouchers do get issued, and stable housing is possible. Your preparation and persistence help keep you in a position when your name reaches the top. Here are the big ideas to carry with you. Housing is healthcare. Having a stable place to live supports every part of your well-being. There's more than one door into the system, and knowing your options gives you more control. Preparation is power. Barriers are detours, not dead ends. And community matters. When you reach out for support and stay connected to the people and resources around you, you and your family have a real chance at stability. As you move through your housing journey, remember you don't have to do it alone. The contact information you see on the screen is there to help you reach the agencies and resources that can help support you along the way. And if you ever need more guidance, I share micro lessons, walkthroughs, and practical tools on sunnyvibes.com. Whenever you need a refresher or clear information to help you take your next step, you'll find it there. Everything is designed to make complex systems feel a little easier to navigate. Thank you for spending some time learning with me today.